Okay, so the location that we're looking for, Erin's Teeth, looks to be east of Zergonopol, which I do know the location of, so it should be over in this location. However, we have not yet, at least I don't think, completely explored this tomb. At least I don't think so. We might have. I was already up there. Maybe I did. Never mind. Maybe we're good. There wasn't a whole lot in here for us, actually, which is a little upsetting. But, we did get experience, so I'm never going to complain about that. Nope. Always gotta check, make sure. Now, is this sword actually worth keeping? A dwarven short sword? I picked one up just because I did not have one. And now I'm thinking it's actually not worth the wait. Anyways. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, apparently we're not still alone. Alright, yes, I will use this wooden door to protect me from your fire attacks. But apparently not very well. There we go. Okay. I'm happy to see that the flame atronachs do not explode like they do in the later Elder Scrolls games. That was always a little annoying. Cure poison, okay. Right, now I think we may be good. I believe so. Okay, let's head out. But you know what? While we're alone in here, let's just rest until healed. Just to make sure that we've got the mana that we need. Right, now, I was heading east. Yeah, I'm not too far from Zergonopol. From the Z location. Zergi. We're gonna call it Zergi. Oh, God. Oh, wow, critical damage. Alright, fair enough. I'll give you that one. Alright, and thankfully there does seem to be a path that'll lead us right to where we need to be. At least for the most part. Ugh. Speaking of cliff racers, weird how when I'm looking in this direction and then you notice if I turn, you see a cliff racer appears. Very interesting. That may be due to the fog effect that's kind of happening. Let's see, this is Ben Samzi. I think we're good going through caves right now. I do really just want to get to Zergi. I want to just get to Zergi. Speaking of the fog, actually, I don't know if this was true. Maybe someone can enlighten me. In the original Morrowind, well, this is original Morrowind. In an unmodded Morrowind, the fog is always very close to your face, and I saw somebody make the comment that if you increase perception, the fog actually moves further out. So you're actually, you know, your perception actually affects how far you can see visually. I found that really interesting, and I didn't know if that was actually true or not. Does anybody know if that's truly the case? Because if it is, that's really awesome, and I absolutely love that idea. It's not something that I would have wanted to do for this Let's Play, since we are in... Well, it was 2017 when I started, and I just think that a visually more impressive Let's Play of this would be more to people's liking. And to my liking as well. You're gonna do the thing, huh? You're gonna do the thing where you just hang out up there? Fine, I will meet you down here, and oh my god, Windows, please, stop giving me notifications! I wish there was a way to turn that off, I really do. You just have to go into the actual settings of your whole system and turn off all notifications, which I don't want. I just don't want them up when I have a full screen application going. Slightly annoying. Not as annoying as this cliff racer. Alright. So this right here is Zergonopol. Oh, are you here? Are you finally ready to show up? Thank you. And we have an imp. They're not too difficult, but they do have some pretty heavy magical attacks. Right, so we don't really need to know about this location. What we do need to do is just continue going east and look for 2 tall spires. Let's take a look at the journal, actually. So, the entrance to the valley is marked by Erin's teeth, 2 tall rock spires. 2 stone spikes at the mouth of Valley of the Wind. The Valley of the Wind runs south from the sea of the northeast of Vvardenfell, east of Dunmer, Bathoun, east of Daedric Zernagapal. Okay, so it's east of here, and it is 2 stone spikes at the mouth of the Valley of the Wind. Okay, so let's head due east and keep an eye out for any... I'm wondering if it is these 2. You know, we've got that one and this one. They do kind of stick out as being much larger pillars than the rest. So this might be what we're looking for. I don't think it really runs through a river, though. We'll see. When we get closer, we'll see. Well, let's just walk down the middle. I don't know if we need to be... Alright, this is definitely it. So this is Valley of the Wind. And now from here, Eye of the Needle, a tall rock column in the Valley of the Wind. Okay, the entrance to the valley. So, I'm still a little confused as to how this all works. Okay, so this is the entrance to the Valley of the Wind. Now, we needed to be in the Valley of the Wind for what reason? So there's 2 valleys, side by side on the northeast slopes of Red Mountain. The westmost valley is called Dry Camp Valley. The camps have no water, but they're sheltered from the wind. Duna Caverns are also there. The Valley of the Wind is the eastmost valley. It runs long and straight, south between Erin's teeth, and climbs towards Red Mountain. The mouth of these valleys are to the east along the coast, past Bathound, a Dwemer ruin, just past Zernagapal, a Daedric ruin. Turn south. Okay, I am going south now, so I believe I'm going in the right direction. But what's this? Derelith Ancestral Tomb. No, so actually I will check once we're done with the Cliff Racer. Because they were saying that I need to enter some sort of location and then it leads me to the top of somewhere. Let's head back. The door may only be seen at dawn and dusk when Azura's star is in the sky. Then the star would be the key that opens the door. So she thinks the star is the key, refers to Azura's star. The Eye of the Needle lies in the teeth of the wind. The mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl. The dream is the door, and the star is the key. So there is a place called Erin's Teeth, which I believe I'm in now, in the Valley of the Wind. 2 rock spires mark the entrance to the Valley of the Wind, and they bear the name of the seer Erin, who was blessed by Azura. These might be the Teeth of the Wind. The Valley of the Wind is a valley on the northeast slopes of Red Mountain. Okay, so... Oh, you're dead. So this is leading me to the location on the northeast side of Red Mountain. So, this just set me on the right path to which I can follow, and then it will lead me up to some sort of spire. That's a bull netch, and I think they're fine. Ugh, getting dizzy looking at them up in the sky. Ah. Alright. Nothing to it. Just minor heart attacks as they attack you from the back. Alright, now... I'm assuming that we'll just keep following this carved out path. It definitely seems to be the most reasonable. Now, they're saying that it's between dawn and dusk, and I can't rest right now because there's enemies nearby, which means I don't quite know what time it is. It's 3 a.m. Okay, so we are near dawn. And what I'm thinking is that we should be able to at least find the door. And if the door isn't open, then we'll just rest until time comes. Oh, is up there what I'm trying to get to? That might be what it is. Alright. And here is a cave. Okay, this is most certainly the cave that we need to get into. It's very big and ominous. Like a good secret cave should be. Cavern of the Incarnate.
Not open. The star is the key.
Okay, so apparently she doesn't want to open yet. So, let's wait until... 6? Let's try. Oh, and I've ascended. Okay. Improve our strength, endurance, and... let's see. Resist magic, maximum fatigue, maximum amount of magicka, dodge and a hit, as well as maximum fatigue. How fast do you move? Resisting magic might be good. Yeah, let's do that. You can't believe how easy it is. You just have to go a little crazy. And then suddenly, it all makes sense. And everything you do turns to gold. I love those quotes. It was honestly some of my favorite parts of...
1 hour under Azura's star, the door is opened.
Hey! Very cool. Yeah, those level up messages were honestly some of my favorite parts of the leveling system in Morrowind and Oblivion. And I'm really upset that... well, I'm not upset. I was really kind of bummed out that Skyrim got rid of them. Anyways, what do we have in here? Can I... No, I don't do any alchemy. Should I be concerned by the dead body just hanging out in here? By the multiple dead bodies? Is that not something I should be concerned about? What is this? Moon and Star. Constant effects. Fortify personality 5 points and fortify speechcraft. Can I take it? Is this the pearl that I'm supposed to get?
Nerevar reborn, incarnate. Your first 3 trials are finished. Now 2 new trials lie before you.
How many trials are there?
The Ashlander Ashcans and the Great House Councillors. 4 tribes must name you Nerevarine. 3 houses must name you Hortator. My servant, Nabane Mesa, shall be your guide. And when you are Hortator and Nerevarine, when you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind. Do this for me, and with my blessing.
Okay, we're gonna talk about the Hortator name, because I'm still not sold on it. Nerevarine is cool. What? Ah! Oh, okay, everyone's up. Everyone's up. That's creepy. That's really creepy. Let's not do this. Ugh. Peak Star. Welcome, Incarnate Moon and Star Reborn. Hortator, still not sold on that. Nerevarine, Mourner of the Tribe Unmourned, Redeemer of the False Gods. I am Peak Star. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask and I shall answer if wisdom guides me. Okay, so what's this Moon and Star? You bear the Moon and Star, the ring of the Nerevar. None may deny, you are Nerevar reborn, the prophesized incarnate. The temple will know you as an enemy. Ordinators will mark you for death, and the tribunal faithful of the great house will hate and fear you. This sounds like a curse, if I'm being honest. The doubters of the tribes will test your strength and doubt your honor. You will be known. You must prepare and be ready. Okay. So Hortator, what is that besides just a silly name? You must go before the counselors of the great houses and satisfy them, for only the councils of the great houses can name you Hortator. I do not know the settled people of the great houses and can offer you no counsel. Okay, what about Nerevarine? You must go before the Ashcans of the Wastes people and satisfy them, for only the Ashcans of the 4 tribes can name you Nerevarine. Speak first with Sul Matul of the Urshalaku, and with the wise woman Nibani Mesa. For all of the Ashlanders, they are wisest in the lore of the Incarnate, and you have already shown Sul Matul proof of your worth. That I have. So what's the tribe unmourned, and why am I the mourner of them? Piety Digeth and the 6th house. All they do, all they are, is foul and evil. But they began in brightness and honor, and the cause of their fall was their loyal service to you, Lord Nerevar. You told Lord Dagoth to guard the profane tools beneath Red Mountain, and thus he was tempted. He did your bidding when he tried to keep these tools from the tribunal, and so he hates you, who betrayed him, and the tribunal, who mocked his honor, attacked him, and stole the profane tools for their own use. Okay, yeah, we got a lot to ask you here. What are the profane tools? Like, did I take a staple gun from him and just never gave it back? No, I'm pretty sure that's not it. Kagrenik, High Priest of the Dwemer, forged enchanted artifacts to steal the power of the gods. Nerevar fought the Dwemer to prevent this blasphemy, but Dagoth took these tools to make himself a god, and the Tribunal took these tools to make themselves gods. Though the Tribunal sought to do good with their power, they are trained by the same corrupt desires that move Dagoth. Okay. Let's go back up here. Now, what are these false gods? And I'm apparently the redeemer of them. The Tribunal and Dagoth have the unnatural abilities and lifespans of gods, but they gained these things by actions that mock the gods and misuse divine power. They were ambitious and unwise, and the consequences of these ungodly acts threaten all that lives in Morrowind. Alright, so you said that you were not the one. Does that mean that you came up here and were led here by Sulmatul, Nibani Mesa, and you just, you happen to not be the Nerevar? Well, the Nerevarine? I am a failed incarnate. So are all these who remain here with me in the Cavern of the Incarnate. I survived the Blight, but I fell in battle with an ash vampire. I could not master the arts of war, nor could I learn the ways of the great houses. They would not have accepted me as Hortator. Take these few poor things. They are of no use to me. An embroidered belt, travel-stained pants, and my journal's been updated. Okay, wow. So, you were Nerevarine, it's just you failed to pass the tests. Wow. That's pretty daunting, actually. So, what's this wisdom that guides you? I will answer when I can, and with what I know, but the visions of Azura are often obscure, for two reasons. One, because the future cannot be known, and choices may always be made. Two, because truth is not clear or simple. Azura's riddles warn us to think long and hard. They force us to search carefully for truth and meaning, and not to rely only on impulse and force. Okay, tell me about Morrowind. A darkness is on the land, and only you can bring the light, okay? I already asked you about Hortator, and I believe your trade. I'm an ancestor. An ancestor has no trade, but to guard and counsel the living kin, okay? Solstheim. A terrible place, I've heard. There's a boat from Kuhl if you have reason to go. Okay. So your background. I am Peakstar. I was called to the prophecies, but I was not the one. Okay. So, what does everyone else have to say? Anateria. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Anateria. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. I was a holy crusader of the temple in the golden era of the tribunate. I contributed substantially to the writing that were later suppressed by the temple, and now would be called Grapha. I followed the tribunal unquestioningly, to my regret. I never believed in the Nerevarine prophecies until it was too late. Take my humble possessions with my blessing. 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 12. Anateria's mace has been added to your inventory, and your journal has been updated. Okay, tell me about the Nerevarine. You are the Nerevarine. You are the Incarnate. You are the One, and you must not fail. Okay, so not a whole lot I can ask you about. How about, Erur Dan? Welcome, Incarnate. I am Erur Dan. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. I saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. I lived through the humiliation of the surrender, swore hatred and vengeance against Imperial and Tribunal alike for their betrayals. In later years, I despaired and turned to Red Mountain, where I grew old and died fighting the Blight and Red Mountain monsters. Take my weapons and armor. I have no further use for them. Eridan's spear and Eridan's cuirass has been added to your inventory. And I'm over encumbered. You know, that was very nice of you, but you kind of just looked at me with my giant backpack and thought, here, let me throw a couple things on there. No, I appreciate it. I do, but alright, so this armor is 350. Wait, that can't be right. Armor rating 27, okay. And this is 52. But this restores health and restores fatigue using magic. That is pretty good. Shadow Shield, 6th House Amulet. I might drop those, but they are worth a lot of money. Amulet of Mighty Blows is not that good. Ancestor's Ring, Summon Ancestral Ghost. Oh no, I am not getting rid of that. Let's see. What else did I... Embroidered Belt. Fortify Willpower. Okay. Let's see. The Journeyman Armorer's Hammer. Actually, these hammers are fairly heavy. Let me actually... just get rid of some of them. That'll clear up some space. There we go. Oops. Okay, yeah, that actually did do a decent amount. A Dwemer Cylinder. Don't need. There was a lot that I really don't need in this inventory, but they do just kind of take up space. You know, I have so many armorer's hammers. But I do like to keep them. I really don't need 5, though. Maybe that's the thing. Let me, let's drop 3. There we go. That's enough to at least get going. And as long as nobody else keeps giving us stuff. Idrani Nerathan. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Idrani Nerathan. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. I lived in the late years of the Tribunate, and behind the scenes I helped us demoralize, then repel, the Akaviri invaders. I knew nothing of the Nerevarine or Dagoth-Ur until I took refuge with the Ashlanders. I died a fool trying to loot ruined Kogaroon. Here, take these. Maybe there's something in the world left worth stealing. A lockpick and a probe. Okay, thank you. Kunun Chodala. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Kunun Chodala. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. I was an Ashcan. I led my people against the Akaviri while the Cyrodiil dogs fled before them like Kagauti. What is Kagauti? I quested deep into the strongholds and Red Mountain, cleansing the unclean things in their own blood. I did not heed the counsel of the women, and to my shame, I craved glory, but never saw my real enemies. My axe and boots are yours, with my blessing. Kunun Chodala's axe and boots have been added to your inventory, which means I'm over encumbered again. Okay. Oh, and they're glass, too. An Aetaria's mace? Actually, it's not worth that much, if I'm being quite honest. An Aetaria's mace, it does 3 to 17 damage at its best, and it's only worth 360. It does damage, speed, and agility, which isn't that great. It'll be here if I need it. And then Fury, that is a very... It's not incredibly powerful, it's just, it's worth quite a bit, 3,200. This is valued at 13 gold. It's pretty bad. Yeah, there we go. And again, these items will be here if I really need to come back for them. I was not able to get through. And I don't expect the ghosts to move out of my way. Hortled. Yes, you will tell me your story. Okay. I died 400 years ago in the last days of turmoil and unrest after the Empire came to Morrowind. I was a thinker and not a doer. And though I was marked by the stars, I was not a hero. Take these things of mine, my bones won't complain. Sithis has been added to your inventory. Hortled's robe has been added to your inventory. Okay, oh, and of course that's over encumbered. What is Sithis? Was that a book? Or some sort of note? Let's see, I don't think it was an item. It would have said it was like a Sithis cuirass or something. Well, that Hortled's robe, turn undead and shield. I'll drop it. But what is Sithis? Also, the ghosts aren't gonna, like, attack me, right? For, dropping all the stuff they gave me right in front of them. That is fairly rude. Fortify Endurance and Fortify Speed. Armor rating of 23. And they are light armor, so not really worth it. What was it? Sithis. Sithis. That's strange. Is it a spell? No. That's going to drive me crazy knowing that there's something in my inventory that sounds very cool. Because Sithis is one of the Daedra, right? Or not even the Daedra. Why can't I remember the name? The Nine Divines, right? Isn't Sithis one of them? It's the one that the Dark Brotherhood worships. So that's why I'm confused that there's just an item called Sithis that he gave me. Let me check the books again. Dark Brotherhood contract. No, it's not a book. House Dagoth. Oh, there it is. Okay, it is a book. It is a book. Start of the house. Okay, yes, and it's talking about Sithis. Okay, I just needed to know. And was that everybody? Right. Okay. I mean, that's everybody. Wow. So, yeah, we've got failed Nerevarines here. Let's hope we don't join them, shall we?